What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 9 of Bible Verse Breakdown. Now, before we get into the episode, know that I am relatively new to Christianity, so if I say something wrong or something you disagree with, let me know in the comments down below. Now, the verse of the day is Romans 5:3, which says this: "We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope." Now, this verse is pretty straightforward, so I feel like there's really no need for much explanation on it, at least on the surface level. And what this verse is saying is the more amount of suffering you go through, the greater your personality becomes. But how does this work? How does more suffering equal more personality? And the truth is, suffering forces you to confront yourself, which comfort never will. When things are going easy, or when things are going your way, you never have to ask yourself, who am I when things go wrong? But when things do go wrong, or not necessarily your way, it's a true test of who you really are. Suffering creates character because it forces you to define yourself beyond your circumstances. And it's a crazy thing because two people can go through the same experience but take two completely different courses of action purely based off of hope. And I'll give you guys an example. Let's say there are two brothers, both in an abusive home. Both endure the same amount of suffering. Brother A decides that he's not going to let this pain define who he is. And he decides to confront his trauma instead of burying it. Now, he may struggle to do so in the beginning. He may struggle to confront his trauma, but in the end, he uses his struggles to help others who are in similar scenarios. But Brother B, on the other hand, instead of confronting his trauma, he tries to numb it. He goes to drugs and other self-destructive things. Instead of learning from his struggle, he lets it destroy him. Struggle was a part of both of their stories. It was part of Brother A's story and Brother B's story. But only one of them let it define them. Only Brother B let it decide his future in a negative way. And a lot of people also think that they can avoid suffering altogether, as if that's even possible. And I'll give you guys another story. Once again, there are two brothers, but for the first time in their lives, they're going off to college. And for the first time, they've also had no parents telling them what to do and no teachers breathing down their necks. Just 4 years for them to make their own choices. Brother A sees this newfound freedom as his opportunity to escape reality. He chooses an easy major and one that won't demand much from him, because college to him is his time to party, to do everything he couldn't do underneath his parents' roof. But Brother B, on the other hand, sees this newfound freedom as his opportunity to take responsibility. He knows college is his time to push himself, even though he might not have his whole future figured out yet. And because he wants to challenge himself, he picks a challenging major. Probably something in STEM, although I could be biased, but because he chooses a challenging major, there are nights where he wants to quit. There are times where he wonders why he chose the harder path. Yet he continues to push forward and to move towards that goal he has. Now, fast forward 4 years later, graduation time, and both their choices catch up to them. Brother A barely scrapes by with a 2.0 GPA. And now that college is over, reality hits hard, and he has no safety nets and no structure to his life. And all that he's left with is a world that really doesn't care about how much partying he did in the past. He has no resume, and for the first time, he's realizing that that suffering he was trying to avoid is actually unavoidable. Brother B, on the other hand, not only leaves college with a respectable degree, but he also leaves with discipline, resilience, and knowing that he can push through discomfort and come out stronger. The suffering he endured in the last 4 years, the late nights, the tough classes, the moments of self-doubt, all of that turned him into a person that can handle life's challenges. So the moral of the story here is that suffering isn't optional. You either suffer now, endure through, and come out stronger, or you avoid it, or try to avoid it, and then have to face an even harder struggle later on in life. Brother A chose comfort early, and he paid the price. But Brother B embraced the struggle, came out stronger, and was prepared for what came next in his life. Alright, that's it for the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're new here, I do a gym edit at the end of each video showing my progress in the gym as I recover from my surgery, from my ACL. So if you want to stay for that, thank you so much, and if not, I'll see you guys in the next video.
I wanna be alone with you. Does that make sense? I wanna steal your soul and hide you in my treasure chest.